The rain hammered the roof like fists on a coffin, drowning out the storm inside me as I stripped bare in the master bathroom, steam rising like ghosts from my regrets. I'd come here to escape me crumbling apartment in Seattle. The ghost of my last breakup haunting every corner but now. Towels slipping from my hips. I froze at the creak of the front door downstairs. A key turning like fate's cruel joke. It was him, David. Alex's dad. Home 3 days early from his business trip. His voice booming through the house like thunder. Calling out a name that wasn't mine, yet somehow pulled me under. I clutched the towel tighter, heart slamming against my ribs, water dripping from my skin onto the marble floor. Alex had begged me to house-sit their sprawling craftsman in the rainy hills of Portland, his family off on some East Coast jaunt. The place empty except for the dog and my secrets. Dad's cool. Man, Alex had said over beers that last night. His easy grin hiding the cracks I'd always sensed in their bond. Alex, my best friend since freshman year at UW. The straight-laced golden boy with his tech job and weekend hikes. Oblivious to the way his father's photo on the mantel had lingered in my mind during late-night scrolls. David Harlan, 48. Broad as a linebacker faded from glory. With that salt and pepper scruff and eyes like smoked whiskey divorced a decade ago. Raising Alex alone after Sarah bailed for a yoga retreat that never ended. I told myself it was nothing. Just idle fantasy. The kind that fuels lonely showers. But now, as footsteps echoed up the stairs, heavy and deliberate, I realized the storm outside was nothing compared to the one brewing in my chest. Alex, that you? Kid. David's voice rumbled. Closer now. Laced with exhaustion and something sharper worry. The knob rattled, and I lunged for the door, twisting the lock just as it turned. Silence stretched, broken only by the relentless patter on the window. I leaned against the sink, breath ragged, staring at my reflection, 25 years old. Leaned from too many runs to outpace my thoughts. Dark curls plastered to my forehead. Blue eyes wide with the terror of exposure. Gay in a world that still whispered judgments. Even in progressive Portland. I'd buried it deep for Alex's sake, our friendship, the one pure thing I wouldn't risk. But David. God. The way he'd clapped my shoulder at barbecues. His grip lingering a beat too long. Or how he'd text me dad jokes when Alex was MIA. Harmless. I'd lied to myself. Until tonight. Everything all right up there. His tone shifted, concern edging in, and I cursed under my breath. The towel was my only shield. The steam my flimsy veil. Yeah, just the pipes acting up. I called back, voice cracking like a teenager's. Christian Hale. Architectural drafter by day. Master of facades by life except now. The facade was crumbling. I yanked on jeans from the hamper Alex's. Too tight on my thighs and a faded hoodie. Heart pounding as I cracked the door. There he stood, filling the hallway like he owned more than the house, 6'3". Damp trench coat clinging to his frame. A duffel slung over one shoulder. Face etched with the weariness of boardrooms and bad flights. His hazel eyes locked on mine. Surprise flickering to something unreadable recognition. Heat. Christian. He lowered the bag, brow furrowing under that perpetual 5 o'clock shadow. What the hell are you doing in my bathroom? The words hung, innocent on the surface, but his gaze dipped, tracing the water beating on my collarbone. And I swear the air thickened, charged like the sky outside. I swallowed, forcing a laugh that sounded hollow. House sitting. Remember? Alex roped me in. Thought you were all gone till Friday. He nodded slowly, rubbing the back of his neck. That gesture I'd memorized from afar, vulnerable. Human. Flight got canceled. Storms everywhere. A pause. His eyes holding mine too long. Stirring embers I hadn't dared poke. You look like you saw a ghost. Kid. The word stung. A reminder of the chasm, me. Adrift in my 20s. Him anchored in his 40s. Both widowed by loss in ways unspoken. I stepped out, closing the doors soft behind me. The hallway lamp casting shadows that danced like unspoken truths. Just the rain. It's biblical out there. We stood there, inches apart, the house creaking around us like it held its breath. He smelled of airport coffee and rain-soaked wool. Grounding and intoxicating. Well, don't let me interrupt, he said, voice low, almost gentle. But his eyes got. Those eyes searched mine, as if seeing through the hoodie to the ache beneath. I wanted to bolt, to grab my keys and flee into the downpour. But my feet rooted, drawn by the gravity of him. Downstairs, the kitchen glowed warm against the night. Copper pots gleaming under pendants like forgotten stars. David shrugged off his coat, revealing a button-down stretch taut over shoulders that spoke of gym sessions squeezed between deadlines. Harlan Construction is empire, built from the ground up after the divorce, turning grief into girders. Beer, he offered, pulling 2 IPAs from the fridge, the clink echoing my pulse. I nodded, sliding onto a stool at the island, the granite cool under my palms. He popped the caps, handing me one, our fingers brushing electric. Accidental, but neither pulled away fast enough. To unexpected returns. He toasted, clinking his bottle to mine, his smile crooked, weary, but real. We drank, the hoppy bite cutting the tension. And for a moment, it was easy, talk of Alex's latest promotion, the Mariners' hopeless season, the way Portland's bridges lit up like veins in the rain. But as the level in my bottle dipped, so did my guards. You ever feel like you're just waiting? I blurted, staring at the label peeling under my thumb. David's gaze sharpened, leaning on the counter, elbows bracketing his glass. For what? The question hung, intimate in the quiet house. I met his eyes, pulse thundering. For the storm to break. For something to finally give. He didn't laugh it off. Didn't pat my back like a pal. Instead, he held the stare, his Adam's apple bobbing as he swallowed. Every damn day. Christian. Since Sarah left. Since Alex grew up too fast. You build walls. But they crack anyway. The vulnerability in his voice it cracked something in me. Too. The rain softened to a murmur. And in that hush, he reached across, thumb brushing my knuckle. Testing. You're not like the others Alex brings around. You see things. My breath hitched, the touch igniting nerves I'd starved. David. His name escaped like a confession, and he closed the distance, his hand cupping my jaw, rough palm against smooth skin. Worlds colliding. Our lips met tentative, then fierce, the beer forgotten as hunger unleashed. He tasted of salt and regret, pulling me up, bodies aligning in a crash of need. The island dug into my back as he pressed in, growl low in his throat, hands roaming with the urgency of years denied. I arched into him, fingers tangling in his hair, the wrongness fueling the fire. Alex's dad, my friend's father, the man who'd become my forbidden North Star. We broke apart gasping, foreheads touching, reality clawing back. This Jesus. Christian. We can't. But his eyes burned, contradicting the words. And I whispered, why not? Life's too short for storms we don't chase. He groaned, kissing me again, deeper, lifting me onto the counter as if I weighed nothing. The house our witness. Clothes shed in a frenzy, his shirt buttons scattering like confetti. My hoodie yanked free skin on skin. Electric in the lamplight. He was solid, scarred from life. And I traced them with lips and tongue, drawing moans that echoed my own unraveling. We moved to the living room rug. Rain a symphony outside. bodies entwining in a rhythm raw and real. His whispers beautiful, so damn beautiful, undoing me thread by thread. After, tangled in throw blankets. His arm heavy across my waist. The high faded to fragile peace. Dawn crept gray through curtains. And with it, dread. Alex gets back tomorrow. He murmured. Breath warm on my neck. I turned, tracing his stubble. Heart aching with the beauty of using the terror. Then what? He pulled me closer. Kiss soft on my temple. We figure it. But tonight. Tonight was ours. In that moment, wrapped in his warmth, I believed him. Believed in the impossible, love blooming from a storm. Defying labels. Mending fractures we'd both carried too long. But as the coffee brewed that morning, sunlight piercing clouds, my phone buzzed Alex. Early return. Wheels up from Boston. Panic surged. David's face paling as we scrambled, erasing traces of our night. He gripped my shoulders at the door. Eyes fierce. This isn't over. Christian. Promise me. I nodded. Throat tight. Stealing one last kiss before bolting to the guest room. Heart a war drum. The house felt alive with secrets now. Walls whispering our sin or salvation. Little did I know. The real storm was just breaking. David's truck rumbled away to a site meeting, leaving me alone with the echo of his goodbye brush of lips at the garage door. Quick but searing. I paced the kitchen, replaying every touch, every gasp, guilt gnawing like acid. Alex would be here by noon, his easy laugh masking the judgment I feared. How do you face your best friend after sleeping with his dad? The question looped, unanswered, as I scrubbed counters that still smelled of us. By 10, the place gleamed sterile again. But inside, I was a live wire, sparking at shadows. Alex burst in like a puppy, duffel flying, hugging me fierce. Dude, you survived the siege. Dad texted he beat the storm, early bird gets the worm. Huh. His grin was all teeth. Oblivious. And relief warred with shame as I clapped his back. Barely. Your old man's a beast, storm didn't faze him. We cracked open the fridge. Beers despite the hour. Collapsing on the couch with tales of his trip, boardwalk cotton candy. A flirtation fizzling with some girl named Riley. I nodded. Laughed in the right spots. But my mind wandered to David, his calloused hands mapping my body. The way he'd whispered my name like prayer. That night, Alex crashed early. Jet lag hitting hard. And I lay awake in the guest bed. Phone burning a hole in my pocket. A text from an unknown number. Miss you already. D. My thumb hovered. Then typed, ditto. Careful on the site. Heart racing. I hit send. The simple words a bridge over the abyss. His reply came swift. Can't stop thinking about your eyes. Lunch tomorrow. Neutral ground. Neutral like a coffee shop could contain this wildfire. I agreed, deleting the thread. But sleep evaded. Dreams tangled in sheets of what-ifs. Morning brought routine, Alex to his office grind. Me drafting blueprints on my laptop at the kitchen table. Lines blurring like my resolve. David arrived unannounced around 1. Toolbox in hand. Claiming a leaky faucet that hadn't dripped before. Alex was out, perfect cover in the air crackled as he set it down. Eyes devouring me. Faucet's fine, I said. Voice husky. Standing to meet him halfway. Liar. He murmured. Pulling me into the pantry. Door clicking shut. It was madness, shelves digging into my spine as he kissed me senseless. Hands urgent. Reclaiming territory. Need you. He growled against my neck. And I melted. Legs wrapping his waist. The risk amplifying every thrust of tongue. Every grind of hips. We didn't go further, not here. Not with Alex's cereal boxes watching, but the promise hung heavy. A debt to collect. We slipped out separately. Him to the backyard shed for show. Me feigning a call. But guilt festered. A shadow lengthening. That evening. Over pizza with Alex. David's texts buzzed silent in my pocket. Park tomorrow. 7 p.m. Can't wait. Alex rambled about Riley again. Second date brewing. And I forced enthusiasm, wondering if he sensed my distraction. You good? Man. Look like you got hit by a truck. I waved it off work stress and changed the subject. But his eyes lingered. Brotherly concern piercing my armor. The park was a neutral Eden, oaks dripping residual rain. Benches slick under sodium lamps. David waited on one. Flannel shirt rolled to elbows. Looking every inch the rugged contractor. But his smile soft. Just fermented the facade. We walked paths in twilight. Hands brushing accidental on purpose. Talk veering from safe, his latest build. A eco-mansion in the hills, to raw, the loneliness post-divorce. How he'd questioned everything after Sarah. Even his own wiring. Always thought I was straight as an arrow. He admitted. Voice gravel. Stopping by a willow. Till you. You make me question the map entirely. My chest tightened. Words tumbling. The closet I'd half-inched out of. The fear of losing Alex. The terror that the Seuss was a beautiful mistake. He cupped my face. Thumb tracing my lip. Not a mistake. Feels like coming home. The kiss under the willow was slow. Exploratory. Rain-kissed leaves sheltering our confession. We sat after. Shoulders touching. Planning stolen moments. Mornings before Alex stirred. Nights when he crashed at Riley's. It was fragile. A house of cards and hurricane winds. But in his arms on that bench, I glimpsed Forvera life where labels dissolved. Love just was. Days blurred into a secret symphony, a hurried fumble in his truck after a hardware run. His mouth hot on me in the cab. Windows fogging like our breaths. Whispered calls at midnight. Voices low as we mapped desires long denied. David opened Uffus Marine Days. The bottle he'd crawled from after the divorce. The pride in Alex masking envy of his son's ease. I shared my fragments. The religious folks back in Spokane who'd called me abomination. The ex who'd ghosted after coming out. The architecture dreams deferred by doubt. We mended each other in fragments. Bodies and souls entwining tighter. But cracks showed. Alex cornered me one morning. Coffee in hand. Eyes sharp. Dad's been weird smiling at his phone. Humming like a damn fool. And you? Dodging my questions. What's up? Sweat beaded my brow. I mumbled workload. But his frown deepened. That night. Guilt clawed deeper as David and I met at a dive bar on the outskirts. Anonymity in neon haze. Over whiskeys. He sensed my storm. Talk to me. I did, pouring the fear of betrayal. The ache for honesty. He pulled me into the alley after. Rain slicking our skin. Kiss bruising with promise. We'll tell him. Together. When it's right. But as his truck taillights faded. Doubt whispered, right for who? The weekend shattered it. Alex invited me to a family hike him. Me. David Multnomah Falls. Mist-shrouded majesty. Tension hummed unspoken, David's pack brushing mine. Alex chattering oblivious. At the bridge. Spray rainbowing air. Disaster struck. My phone slip screen lighting with David's text. Can't wait to hold you tonight. Alex snatched at midfall. Eyes widening as he read. Time froze. His face crumpling from confusion to fury. Whipping to David. Who paled beside me. What the fuck is this? The words exploded. Echo lost in roar. But the pain landed like blows. David stepped forward. Hand out. Son. Listen, but Alex wheeled on me. Betrayal raw. You. With my dad. How long? Christian. While I trusted you like blood. Tears stung. I reached. But he recoiled. Get out. Both of you ruined something else. He stormed down, leaving us in mist. David's arm around me tentative. He'll come around. But as we descended, silence heavy. I wondered if bridges burned stayed ash. The drive back was a tomb, David white-knuckling the wheel. Radio static hissing accusations. Me staring at rain-streaked glass. Alex's words carving deeper than falls. He dropped me at my apartment's bare key, returned with trembling fingers muttering. Give him space. I'll fix this. But his eyes, haunted, mirrored my fracture. Alone. Walls closing. I curled on the futon. Sobs racking. The high of our secret love crashing into this abyss. Betrayal wasn't just Alex's. It was mine. 2 stealing moments from the man who'd been my anchor. Texts flooded by dawn, Alex's rage trader. How could you? Then silence. A void swallowing me. David's came softer, at the sight. Come when you can. We face this. I showered the grime of guilt. But it clung. And by noon, I drove to the outskirts. Harlan Construction's skeleton rising like my resolve. He was on the frame. Hammer swinging. Muscles corded under flannel. Sweat beating despite chill. Spotting me. He descended ladder swift. Pulling me into the half-built shell beams our cathedral. Dust motes dancing in slants of light. We collapsed against drywall stacks. His embrace crushing. Lips finding mine in desperate salvage. I'm sorry. I gasped between kisses. Hands fisting his shirt. For hurting him. For us. He shook his head. Forehead to mine. Don't. This is the first real thing in years. We'll earn it back. There. Amid nails and noise. We made love slow. Reverent him entering me with a groan that echoed rafters. Bodies sinking like blueprints to build. It was catharsis. Tears mingling on his chest as release came. A vow sealed in sweat. After. Wrapped in his jacket. We talked strategy, wait a beat. Then approach Alex together. Truth our hammer. But vulnerability bred fear. He confessed Marine-era flings buried deep. The divorce-forcing questions he'd dodged. Thought it was phase. Till you lit the fuse. I shared my own ghosts coming out to Mom's silence. Dad's ghost absent and sharing. Bonds tempered stronger. We parted with plans, dinner. His place. Neutral as truce. Alex's radio silence stretched days. My texts unread. Work a blur of lines unfocused. Portland's autumn deepened. Leaves bleeding red like wounds. Mirroring my ache. David became lifeline, stolen lunches at food carts. His hand on my knee under tables. Evenings at his cabin upriver. Fire crackling as we trace scars. Literal and not. Romance bloomed tinder him cooking pasta al dente. Me sketching his profile by lamplight. Capturing the crinkles of laugh lines earned hard. You're my masterpiece. He'd murmur. Making love by hearth. Slow and deep. Each thrust to affirmation. But the dam broke midweek. Alex showed at my door. Rain-soaked. Eyes red-rimmed. Why him? Of all people. Not accusation agony. Voice cracking. I pulled him in. Words tumbling, the unexpected spark. The depth we'd found. How it didn't erase our bond, but complicated it. He paced. Fists clenched. Dad's broken. Man. Divorce wrecked him drinks too much. Hides it. You think you fixed that? The words landed. Stirring doubts I'd quashed. But then. Softer. Just. Don't ghost me. I need time. Hugs awkward. He left. Door clicking like partial peace. Emboldened. We orchestrated the talk, Saturday. Neutral ground Alex's favorite brew pub. Dim and dog-friendly. David arrived first. Fidgeting with coasters. Vulnerability stark in pressed shirt. I slid in beside him. Hand squeezing thigh under table anchor. Alex entered wary. Sliding opposite. Ordering neat without preamble. Air thick. David broke ice. Son, I love you. Always will. This Christian, it's new. Scary. But real. Alex's jaw ticked. Eyes flicking to me. Real. While house-sitting my life. I leaned in. Voice steady. I never meant to hurt you. Your family. This grew from honesty. Not deceit. Beers loosened tongues. Alex venting divorce scars mom's flight, leaving him parentless in ways. David admitting failures. The bottle's siren. Me bridging. Sharing my isolation. How their home felt safe harbor. Laughter crept in, remembering Alex's mishap. David's botched deck bill Dan by last call. Walls thawed. Just. Be careful, Alex said, clapping David's shoulder. Then my tentative. But there. And tell me everything. No secrets. Relief flooded. Hugs fierce at curbside. Rain washing slate partial clean. In the afterglow, David and I drove to the river. Truck bed our bed under stars, peaking clouds. We made love urgent. Celebratorium above. Then me. Shifting rhythms like tides. Cries swallowed by night. Love you. He gasped first. Words seismic. And I echoed. Climax crashing like waves on basalt. Dawn found us tangled. Coffee steaming. Future sketched loose. Dates public slow. Alex's blessing tentative scaffold. But life. That bastard. Doesn't yield easy. David's ex-surface Sarah. Yoga goddess turned realtor. Emails probing reconciliation for Alex's sake. Old flames flicker. He joked. But unease shadowed his eyes. My firm pushed overtime. Blueprints bleeding into nights. Straining our rhythm. Whispers at work, coworkers side-eye after a friend, pick-up hand. Alex's updates laced caution, Dad smiling more. But watch the bottle. Cracks. Hairline but there. Winter loomed. First snow dusting evergreens. When crisis hit. David collapsed at sight stress. Doc said. Blood pressure spiking like his hidden flask. Hospital sterile. Alex and I tag-teaming visits. Our trio forging in worry's forge. Scared me. David rasped. Hand in mine public now. Alex nodding from chair. Us too. No more hiding booze or otherwise. Vow extracted. Rehab whispers. And in recovery's quiet. Our love deepened, reading to him architecture tomes. Him sketching my hand. Lines intertwining. Spring thawed more than ground. Sarah backed off. Seeing his light anew. Alex brought Riley to dinners. Our table expanding. David proposed therapy solo. Then couples unpacking closets long locked. Romance evolved, hikes hand in hand. Public kisses chaste but proud. Nights wilder. Exploring edges, restraints soft. Words filthy sweet. Trust our rope. One evening. Falls revisited. Alex pulled us aside. Proud of you both. Messy. But real. Tears pricked. Hugs group. Falls roaring approval. Back home. David and I on porch. Swing creaking. His ring simple band slipped on my finger. Marry me. Not question certainty. Yes. I breathed. Sealing with kiss eternal. Summer sun baked Portland streets. Turning our secretno. Our open world into a furnace of possibility. David's proposal hung like a vow etched in gold. The band a quiet weight on my finger. Glinting during drafting sessions, as if mocking the blueprints of lives once rigid. Alex had warmed fully. Toasting us at a backyard bash, Riley's laughter mingling with his. Their hands linked casual. Mirroring our ease. To family. Redefined. He'd said. Clinking bottles. Eyes clear of shadows. But beneath the joy. Undercurrents stirred. David's rehab meetings twice weekly. My firm's promotion dangling with relocation whispers to Seattle tempting ladder. Treacherous distance. We navigated with the grace of dancers learning steps. Mornings tangled in his king bed. His mouth waking me slow. tongue tracing hip bones till I arched. Begging. Evenings at food carts. Fingers laced public. Stares shrugged off like summer heat. Romance laced kinky edges now silk ties from his tie drawer binding wrists to headboard. His voice commanding low as he edged me. Release earned in please. Mine. He'd growl. Entering deliberate. And I'd affirm. Nails raking his back. Love our lash. But Sarah's ghost lingered. She called mid-July. Voice honey over speaker. For Alex dinner. Catch up. David hesitated. Eyes on me across kitchen island. Go. I urged. Though jealousy coiled serpent tight. Closures build. Not break. He did. Returning late. Scotch faint on breath relapse scare. Confessed raw. She wants back in co-parent facade. Told her no. Us forever. We fought then. First real me fears of inadequacy spilling. His of failing again. Words sharp as rebar. But makeup fiercer. Couch crash. Him on knees. Mouth worshipping till tears mixed with spend. Forgiveness in afterglow whispers. Alex sensed ripples. Pulling me for beers at our old haunt. Dad clean. Nodded yes. But his probe deeper. You solid. Riley says marriage talks scary shit. I laughed. But truth surfaced. The ring. The future. His grin split wide. Knew it. Just. Don't fuck it up like mom did. Brotherly jab. But laced love. And we hugged. Bond reforged steel. August brought heatwave crisis. Wildfires smoked skies orange. Air thick as regret. Sights shut. David homebound. Restlessness brewing. We escaped to coast cabin rental. Waves crashing like applause. There. Unplugged. Love unfurled wild. Beach walks nude at dusk. Sand abrading skin as he took me under stars. Salt and surf are lubricant. Cliffside picnics. Grapes fed from fingers. Escalating to 69 on blanket. Moans lost to gulls. Eternal. He carved in sand. Heart around our initials. Tide promising to hold. Back in city haze. My promotion call came. Seattle lead. Double pay. But uproot. David paced den. Cigar unliquid cold alongside booze. Go case dreams. I'll commute. Build bridge. Tears hot. Arguments looped his empire rooted. My ambition nomadic. Can't lose you. I pleaded. On knees literal. Unzipping to argue with lips. Drawing his surrender in gasps. We tabled it. But seed planted doubt. Fall crispened. Leaves gold as our ring. When Storm 2 hit, Alex proposed to Riley. Whirlwind, joy masking our fracture. Dinner celebration is. Ours intertwined turned tense when Sarah crashed. Uninvited. Eyes on David hungry. Missed this. She purred. Hand on his arm. And Alex stiffened. Riley's smile faltering. I excused to porch. Breath ragged. Old insecurities roaring. David followed. Pulling me into shadows. Her. Noise. You symphony. Kiss claimed. Possessive. Hand down jeans stroking fire from fear. Release quick and quiet against railing. Inside. He shut her down gentle. Past tense. Sarah. Move on. Alex cornered her after. Voices raised old wounds ripped tan, she stormed out. But not before hissing at me. Gold digger. Sting lingered. But David's arm around waist public steadied. Later. In bed. He erased it slow, oil slick massage turning erotic. Fingers probing deep as tongue on neck. Building to me, riding him reverse. Mirrors reflecting our unity. Winter solstice brought clarity. I turned promotion. Countering with remote hybrid firm yielding to talent. David beamed. Lifting me spin. Celebration in shower steam. Water cascading as he pressed me wall. Thrusts sinking splashes. Proud. He murmured. Filling me. Aftershocks rippling. Spring renewal, Alex's wedding planning. Us groomsmen bonded. Riley's warmth welcoming. David mentored him gentle ties. Toasts while I sketched venue tweaks. Our talents meshing family weave. One night. Rehearsal dinner eve. Alex pulled us aside garden. Thanks for showing love's not linear. Means world. Tears collective. Hugs iron. Wedding day dawned perfect. Columbia Gorge Vineyard. Vines heavy promise. Alex radiant. Riley glowing. Vows echoing ours unspoken. At reception, David pulled me dance floor slow sway to Sinatra. His whisper hot, our turn soon. Heart soared. And under stars, we slipped to arbor. Quick fumble his hand in my slacks. Mine his. Mutual stroke frantic. Spilling under moon with stifled cries. Summer circled back. Anniversary our first, cabin redux. But vows exchanged, private earnings renewed. Promises etched. Love matured, less frenzy. More depth tantric nights. Eyes locked as he entered. Souls merging. Days building his firm, partnering my designs. Harlan Hale hybrid. But humanity's arc bends human. David's sponsor relapsed nearby. Tempting shadow. We attended meeting together. His hand in mine. Sharing circle raw. Strength doubled. And home. Reward tender, me topping rare. Gentle claim. His submission gift profound. Fall harvest. Alex announced pregnancy, Riley's joy, ours and family swelled. Holidays boomed, tables laden. Laughter healing old divides. New Year's Eve. David knelt anew. Forever. Yes, eternal. Fireworks mirroring our blaze. Life's kinks persisted, firm crunch. His bad knee flaring, but love our constant. Thread weaving tapestry rich. In quiet moments. Porch swing creak. His head on shoulder. I knew, from that stormy night. House at hook. We'd built empire, not of steel, but soul. Years folded like origami. Each crease a memory etched deeper. The pitter-patter of little Emma's feet on hardwood. Alex's daughter inheriting his grin and David's eyes. Toddling between our laps at Sunday suppers. Portland had softened around us. Our craftsman expanded edition my design. His buildrooms echoing with life we dared dream. Marriage certificate, framed mantle. Simple ceremony at falls 2 springs post-proposal. Alex best man. Riley matron. Vows whispered, mist veiled. In storms and sun. You. Rings exchanged. Kiss sealed eternal. Guest cheers fading to our private roar. Daily rhythm hummed content. Mornings. David brewing dark roast strong. Kissing nape as I sketched at island. Commutes synced. His truck my passenger. Hands linked at lights. Nights very tender vanilla. Him spooning entry lazy. Or edged play. Blindfold silk. Feathers teasing till pleas broke. Release shattering. Age tempered us. His salt hair silvering handsome. My curls threading gray. Body's known maps. Every curve cherished. Challenges wove in. Human as heartbeats. David's firm hit snag recession bite. Layoffs looming in bottle tempted. Nights pacing den. Fist clenched. I'd find him. Pull to bed. Body my balm, straddling slow. Rocking till tension uncoiled in moans. Aftercare whispers anchoring. Team. I'd affirm. And he'd nod. Therapy doubled. Sponsor steady. My side creaked too. Creative block. Design stale. Imposter syndrome whispering failure. David countered fierce studio built shed. Easels stocked thin seduction strategic. Massage turning erotic. Oil slick as fingers circled rim. Entering with praise. Genius. My muse. Breakthrough came flood. Project awarded. Celebration in hot tub bubbles. Water churning as I rode waves he made. Family orbits tightened. Alex's second. A boy named after David Harlan Jr. Mischief incarnate, our uncles doting. Bedtime stories tag team. Sarah faded graceful. Occasional cards cordial. Her new life, yoga empire east. Holidays pinnacle. Thanksgiving tables groaning turkey and tails. Emma's turkey handprint, our masterpiece. One autumn. Milestone loomed, David's 55th. Surprise party Alex, orchestrated warehouse loft. String lights like stars. Friends from Marines to sights mingling mind. Toasts flowed, Alex's heartfelt dad. You taught strength. Then showed vulnerability. Love you. With him. Tears pricked. David's speech choked. Christian. You rebuilt me. Brick by heart. Dance floor hours. Sway to at last. His murmur, best gift. This life. Post-party. Home haze. We unwound raw, shower steam. Him dropping suds. Mouth enveloping till knees buckled. Then bend me over tile. Thrust claiming deep. Water rinsing release. Age brought patience edging hours. Multiple peaks. Afterglow naps tangled. Winter brought wanderlust, road trips southwest. Canyons carving, all like our path. Arches under moon. We camped. Fire crackling confessions old, his first crush. Boyhood buddy buried. My teen fumble. Barn loft fumbling. Laughter healed. Then lovemaking, earthbound blanket ground. Stars witness as positions shifted. Me above, thrusting home. His cries echoing rims. Spring renewal, Emma's school play. Us front row proud. Her fairy flit stealing hearts. Backyard barbecues resumed. Riley's salads crisp. Alex's grill master flair. One eve. Post-bedtimes. For adults porch wine. Talks turning deep parenting perils. Love's evolutions. You two set bar high? Alex admitted. Riley nodding. Clink glasses. Bond familial forged. Summer scorched again. Wildfire's memory. But we volunteered rebuilding crews. David's hammermine pencil. Synergy saving homes. Sweat-soaked days ended soaked sheets. Quickie's truck cab. His handiwork on me manual. Spill on dash laughed off. Fall harvest fair. Emma's pumpkin win our trophy. Carousel spins dizzy joy. Night home. David lit candles. Dinner intimate steak rare. Wine bowl leading to table clear. Me laid out feast. His tongue devouring slow. Building to penetration poised. Eyes locked climax shared. Challenges crested, health scare. My checkup flagging cholesterol. Doc's stern finger wag. David rallied meals greens. Runs riverside handhold. Gratitude turned gratitude, bedroom tribute. Him bound playful. Me teasing featherlight till beg. Then Mount Merciful. Pace building torrent. Alex's milestone promotion corporate celebrated dinner. His speech echoing ours, family's backbone blood. Chosen. Pride swelled. And later, David and I reflected bed. His head chest, built good. Us. Winter solstice ritual, you'll log burn. Wishes whispered health. Harmony. Lovemaking firelit. Slow tantra. Breath synced. Union transcendent. Afterglow stargazing roof. Spring burst, Emma's birthday zoo trip. Giraffe licks giggles. Our anniversary falls picnic. Vows renewed cascade roar. Summer circled. Cabin annual. Now with kids tent nearby. Our nights stolen porch swing creak. Quiet quickie. Hand over mouth muffling. Life's weave rich, friends weddings ours officiate. David's keynote pride event. Voice steady sharing journey. My book designs memoir published modest. Signings hugs from strangers echoing ours. One crisp fall. Reflection porch. From house sit storm to this symphony. David mused. Hand mine. Worth every thunder. Kiss soft. Promise perpetual. Decade mark approached like horizon curve. Time's telescope sharpening details we'd glossed young. Laugh lines etched canyons around David's eyes. My once lean frame softening to comfortable curves. Body's maps redrawn with stretch marks from stress. Scars from slips his knee surgery pin glinting. My drafting callous thumb. Portland evolved, 2 trams whirring past our block. Emma's school, now hybrid bus. Alex's corner office, overlooking Willamette. Riley's bakery franchise blooming loaves like our love. Anniversaries layered ritual, 10th. Vow renewal intimate backyard, arch my build. His officiate friend. Alex Riley witnesses. Emma flower girl scattering petals confusion cute. Words updated. Through rebuilds and rifts. You. Rings resized snug. Kiss lingering. Reception potluck heartfelt. Toasts tear-jerking. Night ended arbor alcove. Guests dispersed. Us reclaiming with fingers laced grass. Slow grind under stars. Release whispered reverent. Daily graces sustained. Coffee rituals evolved pour over precise. His roast grind my pour. Commutes podcast share true crime thrills. History haunts mirroring ours. Work synergy peaked. Harlan Hale firm banner. Projects green icon sustainable towers my vision. His concrete soul. Late nights office couch crashes turned trysts, desk clear. Me bent over blueprints. His entry punctuated plans. Moan's metrics new. Parenting proxy deepened. Emma's tween storms crushes confusing. Identity, whisper sweet navigated gentle. David sharing marine doubts. Me outing tales soft. Sleepovers our domain. Bedtime yarns fantastical. Morning pancakes chaos joy. Alex's boy. Little Harlan H. J. Roughhousing David's mini. Wrestling mats our arena. Bruises badges. Challenges chronicled. David's doc visits prostate vigilant. Clean bills champagne toasts. My therapy dips anxiety flares. Sessions unpacking imposter ghosts. His handhold anchor. Relapse shadow loomed once work crunch. Flask found drawer in confrontation calm. Meeting dragged. Amends raw. Recommit fierce. Reward. Weekend getaway. Spa suite. Massages mutual turning massage erotic oils glide. Prostate play prostate. Peaks prolonged. Family milestones montaged. Emma's bat mitzvah Jewish roots Riley's giftest Daveners proud. Her speech crediting uncle's unconditionals. H. J. S. First goal soccer. David's coach sideline roar hours echo. Sarah's visit thaw grandma role tentative. Dinner's diplomatic. Her apology aged sincere, blind then. Wiser now. Travel tapestry wove, Europe jaunt. Paris croissants dawn. Seine strolls handhold. Eiffel bed lovemaking silhouette. Asia echo. Tokyo neon nights. Onsen soaks steam-sheathed unions. Stateside loops, southwest redux. Canyons deeper. Campsites cozier. Stars same witnesses. Romance repertoire refined. Vanilla stays vital missionary locked gaze. Intimacy infinite. Kinks cataloged consensual role-play architect boss. His submission blueprint. Toys to stead vibrators shared. Plugs prepped play. Communication cornerstone. Monthly check-ins candlelit. Desires voiced. Boundaries blessed. Social spheres expanded. Pride parades grand martial wave. David's speech thunder, love labels not. Hearts do. My TEDx talk designs diverse. Applause his loudest. Friends circles converge marine buddies barbecues. My art crowd exhibits. Blends, boozy, brilliant. One spring. Curveball. Emma's coming out by curious flutter. Crush on classmate girl and panic, hers ours echo. We coach calm. Journey yours. Support ours. David teared recounting mine. Hug huddle healing. Alex mirrored. Family forum frank. Riley's wisdom well. Summer scorched memories. Wildfire volunteer redux. Cruise closer. Rebuilds faster Emma in turn teen. Hammer swing proud. Post smoke. Lake cabin escape. Waterski wakes whoops. Bonfire ballads body. Fall foliage framed proposal redux. David's vow refresh. Knee drop creek laugh. Ring upgrade sapphire our eyes. Eternity encore. Affirmation ardent. Celebration, Falls Cascade. Quickie mist-mantled. Thrill timeless. Winter wrapped wonder. Holiday lights, district stroll. Emma's choir carols. H. J. S. Elf antics. New Year's resolve. Wellness-packed yoga joint. His flexibility, mind flexibility. Matt's mating post-class. Life's ledger balanced. Promotions paralleled. Mind principle. His CEO. Nest eggs nested. Retirement whispers coastal cottage dream. Quiet quarters cherished. Reading nooks nested. Books swapped his thrillers mind memoirs. Discussions dawn deep. Reflection ritual annual. Anniversary Eve journal joint. Entries entwine graces tallied. Growth graft. Storm sparked supernova. David penned. My ad. Love's light eternal. Twilight years tiptoed tentative. Calendar flips faster than we'd forecast. Emma's college send-off tear-streaked. Dorm drop duffel heavy. Her hug, uncle's forever lifeline. H. J. S. braces gleam. Teen torments tamed talks table. Portland pulsed perennial craft breweries boomed. Our favorites Friday fixtures. Flights fancy flights fun. Firm flourished flagship, award-winning arena. Ribbon cut joint. Mayor's handshake hours halo. Aging's artistry unveiled. David's hair, full silver fox. Mine receding rakish. Glasses synced stylish. Bodies broadcasted battles as hip replacement rehab rigorous. My sciatica stretches shared. Intimacy adapted artful. Positions pivoted pillow propped. Lube liberal. Focus friction finaural odysseys oral. Mutual manual mastery. ED episodes edged aside aid spills playful. Pumps practice pleasure paramount. Connection core. Health horizons hazed. David's checkup cholesterol creep. Statins swallowed stoic. My biopsy benign scare. Relief revelry red wine restraint. Therapy tandem continued. Golden years unpacked legacy longings. Lost looms. Bucket bold. We brainstormed, safari sketch. Africa, antelope herds. Tent trysts twilight tender. Grandparent glow graced, Emma's engagement. Partner prioritist vibrant. Sorry swirl our swirled inner delight, dal dishes. Ring our echo. Wedding whirlwind woods. Vows verdant. Us aisle escorts emotional. H. J. S. prom prep panic. Tux tie tutorial tandem. Dad dance demo disastrous delightful. Travel triumphs tallied. Alaska, Aurora awe. Cruise calm cabins cozy couplings. Hawaii hikes lava lush. Black sand beaches barebacked bliss. Domestic drifts, roady Rockies. Aspen gold glow. Hot springs soak steamy secrets. Romance repertoire retired nod. Anniversaries adventurous 20th Vegas Val Vegas. Chapel kitsch kiss kitsch. Showgirl show sideline sweet seduction silk sheets. Kinks kindled curious light bondage birthday. Feathers forgotten favor floggers feather consent constant. Aftercare abundant. Social savvy seasoned. Book club bros banter. David's memoir draft my edit eagle. Pride elder ambassadors. Panels poignant. Later life love liberated. Friends farewells face marine pal passing. Funeral fold arms firm. Grief group grok shared. One autumn ache. Alex's diagnosis prostate early. Treatable terror. Rally round relentless. Chemo chairs chair held hands. Our stories steel his spine. Remission ring. Party punch tears joy. Family fiercer. Winter warmth woven. Holiday home Emma visits. Pre is pie pumpkin perfect. H. J. S. holiday help homework hilarity. New Year's nebula. Resolutions refine travel tally. Health harvest. Spring sprouted. Garden guild green thumbs. Tomatoes triumph tandem. Emma's baby bump bliss. Ultrasound us uncles. Names narrowed Nora nod. Summer symphony. Lake Lodge legacy. Kids canoes capsize comedy. Sunset sails serene. Fall framed. Harvest hoedown. H. J. S Harvest Moon Howl Wolfish. Challenges chiseled. Market dip dollars dent. Budget balance ballet. David's doc dementia screen clear cheer. My memory mnemonic tricks. Intimacy intact. Prostate play pinnacle. His peak prostate mind mirror. Reflection right. Journal jubilee. Entries epic. From forbidden flicker to family forge. David's dome you. Cornerstone.